Please state the deactivation code. Locks are now deactivated.
I hope I'll be able to speak to Carl before long. Maybe he's home soon.
Luckily for you, I recently had my apartment cleaned. Otherwise, I'm quite reluctant to let people in here. Is she dead? I didn't know that. Yes, she contacted me several times. Do you know that Louise's father sacked me from my job at the laboratory? Shortly before his death, Louise's father apparently told her that he believed that I was responsible for all people going insane and having hallucinations on Mercury Street. He meant that as a chemist I would have the means to cook something up that would drive everybody crazy somehow. Exactly. In fact, I was simply the first one to be affected. I suddenly felt extremely confused and made a serious mistake. I was given the boot immediately. It wasn't long before half the neighborhood displayed similar symptoms. Louise contacted me recently, threatening me to reveal what her father had told her about me. It didn't scare me particularly, but I didn't want her to poke her nose into my affairs.
I don't think I should ask him that.
One early Monday morning, I entered Louise's office under the pretense that I was conducting a periodic check of the printers. Only the cleaning personnel were there. In the hope of discovering something compromising about her, I found the draft of a blackmail letter in her wastepaper basket. It clearly wasn't meant for me since it had some sex pictures in it. I assumed that it was printed on the printer next to her desk, so I took the printer, hoping that I could convince her that it was enough evidence to link her to the crime. If someone saw me, I don't think they bothered, since they thought I was involved in printer servicing. I also took the letter, of course. I took a look in her brother's office as well, but didn't find anything there. The springboard of the lock faced the outside and didn't have a plate blocking it, so it opened quite easily with a credit card. I had to bend the card slightly though. Speaking of which, I have this feeling that someone has been in my apartment. Yes, that must be it.
It doesn't work.
It's Imodia Berling. Oh yes, but prepare to be shocked. We can meet at your place.
That looks like letters from some ancient language. Maybe I can ask Jonas about that.
I took some wine from your box. Yes, she and her boyfriend are running some kind of sex temple in the neighborhood next to mine. Her brother should be informed. Maybe not in your depraved world. It's the biggest club of its kind in Sweden. I won't have a good night's sleep until it's wiped from the map. The variety of the perversions the members engage in is immense. A keen, interesting stop in it, yes. Oh, that's news to me. It's a pity that she didn't have time to repent. Louise was very secretive about the club, and I'm sure that her brother wouldn't have approved. I wanted to bring her down And all of the other women too. I think they are manipulated by the women. I actually see them as victims. Yes, last week. It seemed like he didn't care. He told me not to contact his mother, who moved here recently. Yes, she lives in the house next to Walter's. He tried to revive the factory with some business colleagues of his. I don't think anybody knew what they were doing there. It probably wasn't steel. They closed down after a few months. You're welcome, but can you fill up my glass again, please?
When I spoke to Walter, he told me he was going away to see his mother. But how could that be possible if she lives next to him?
How can I help you? I've met Sven. He's a nice boy. He hasn't been home for 2 days. He's probably at his cottage, but that usually means that he doesn't want to be disturbed. He will be back for the funeral within a few days. You mean like a suicide note? No.